Good morning. I am trying to get Archie. Come on, dude. Out. OMG. Good morning, Susan. I have Archie, come on. Out. I have cats this morning that are just insisting on coming into my craft area. Good morning, Pat. Well, this morning it's Archie and Beano. So my guess is Mikey probably left this morning for school and didn't give them anything to eat in their bowl, and so they're hounding me now that they see me downstairs. He must have been running late this morning, is all I can guess. Good morning, Mary Ellen. Thank you for sharing, Pat. I have not been out this morning, so I have no idea how cold or hot it might be outside. But it doesn't look quite bad out there, but you never know. We're in Texas. It could be sunny and looking beautiful, and then all of a sudden you step outside and it's just unbearable. I'm going to put some lotion on my hands real quick. I can get some out. Try to catch up on some 32. Ooh. Thank you for sharing, Mary Ellen. Thank you for sharing, Susan, sorry. Good morning, Donna. From Montana. Wow. Okay, I still can't get any lotion out of this little, I must be out. Archie, I can't help you right now, buddy, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll make you a deal, though. If you leave me alone for about 30 minutes, I'll give you all the food in the world. Y'all, and it's not like this cat is missing meals around here, so. And y'all know I'm a big cat lover, so don't feel sorry for Archie. He is just fine. He's one of those cats that if there's just literally a little bit of shininess showing at the bottom of his bowl, like literally he's thinking the world is going to end. So he's fine. Good morning, Terry. All right, let's get this going. We are, I think this was 28. I've kind of lost count. Yep, it is 28. Layout number 28, page number 2. This is what we did last week. I want to welcome everyone. You are with Barbara. 10 a.m. Wednesday morning, scrapbook page layouts. You're here for the first time, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. This is what we did last week. Page 1, a neutral baby layout. Took a little bit of some Valentine paper, the back of some Valentine paper, punches, kind of threw some colors together. I thought they went very well together. But today we're going to do page 2. But before we do page 2, let's do a prize. Let's get this out of the way before I forget, because that could happen. And let's see. Okay, we'll just give away some soft succulent ribbon. I was like, what can I give away? let's give away some open weave soft succulent ribbon for this drawing. Now if you're here for the first time, every week I do drawings for scrapbook page layouts. It's typically just whatever I can pull out of my little prize drawer, or on Sundays it's the projects that I do. Okay, so if you missed this past Sunday's project, go back and check it out. Everybody's gonna wanna get into that drawing because, and let me just pull it real quick, I got it right here. I did this little project straight from the pages of the mini catalog. I went ahead and mine is framed, but I did this piece right here, which is this piece. I still need to put the basic white around it, but if you didn't watch that video, go back, check it out. So every week when you like, comment, or share any of my videos, that gets you into the drawing for the prize, whether it's a Wednesday prize or it's a Sunday prize. And these are all of the names from last week that liked, commented, and shared. And if you share my videos, first of all, thank you very much. But you get an extra entry onto the wheel. So when you share, you just click your share button, share it to your profile, share it with your friends and family, and then don't forget, come back and type shared in the comments. So if you see other people typing share or shared, that means that they've shared the video and they're putting it in the comments for me so that I can make sure they get credit for it. Because you get an extra entry into the wheel, so that increases your chances, and a lot of people win with their share. So we're going to do the drawing for last week. The prize is a new spool of some soft succulent open weave ribbon, and let me turn up the volume because last night I turned it down. And let's spin this wheel and give away this prize. Pat wants to win the project. Pat, well, your name's in there. Good morning, Heather. Who is it? Martha. Look at that. Share. Martha Ringhauser. Congratulations, girl. I think I have your mailing address. I think you've won before, Martha. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you're here. Haven't seen your name yet. Mary Ellen had a cat that I had to show her plate so she could see what I was eating. She didn't eat people food, just wanted to see. Yeah, they're picky like that, right? It's warmed up to 37. Ooh, you're in Dallas. The Dallas area. Hi, Donna. Thank you for watching. Good morning, Stella. Just catching up on comments. Yeah, and right now both of them are like tag teaming, basically. They're probably talking to each other like, okay, I'll go this time so she doesn't get mad at me, and then you go the next time, and that's why I only see every other one each other time. So all right, well, congratulations, Martha. I'll go double check and see if I have your mailing address, and if I don't for some reason, just private message me and then I'll get your prize to you. Now this is taped down, so I'm not going to worry about moving it this time, but let's get started on layout number 28, page number 2. Okay, we're basically starting again with a 12 by 12 sheet of Blushing Bride, and then this is the back. We're not using this side. We are using this more toned down side as kind of our background for this layout. And this comes from, let me get my catalog because I keep wanting to call it True Love, but it's not True Love. It is True something. Oh, it's not even True anything. It's called Sweet Talk, Barbara. This designer series paper comes from the Sweet Talk suite. And that's what it's called, Sweet Talk. So we're using that. And I have cut it down half an inch all the way around, just so that it can be a mat on top of this cardboard piece. And y'all might hear, you know, kitty cat jingles, because they're bouncing around in here like, hello, don't forget about me. They're wanting to make it really known that they're still here. All right, so we're gonna center this right in the middle. I'm just eyeballing it, but if you're a ruler person, get your rulers out and make sure you have a half an inch all the way around. I'm just really trying to get this on even and straight with my weak morning eyeballs. Okay, there we go. It's gonna almost be sort of a rendition of last week's, but there's a little twist in it. Okay, and then we have these two pieces, which this is actually free paper, by the way. And this free paper is the Sunshine and Rainbows paper that you can get free with a $50 order during Celebration, which goes through the end of next month. Now, I want it to go vertical, but it only goes 6 inches. So I just made sure I cut this paper because it does have little hearts on it. Look, little hearts. And I wanted it to be up and down. So we're going to end up covering up this seam right here. So don't worry about that. Just know that you can still use your 6x6 paper on a 12x12 scrapbook page layout. You just got to be a little creative. And that's what I'm here to show you, some little tricks and tips. And looks like it's about 1 inch from the left. Let me get that on straight. And then we're gonna put this one, just make sure your hearts are going in the right direction. And then put this one right beneath. There we go. Okay, and then we also still do have another piece of this. Which side am I going to use? I'm going to use this side because there's something on that one right there. This piece of cardstock, I think it's Pool Party. I think it's Pool Party. Looks like Pool Party. That's embossed with one of the Dottie embossing folders. We're going to actually use both of them on this layout, just like last week. The Dottie Hearts folders, they're little mini folders that have a couple of designs. You can see the designs on them. I used this one on the long one, and then on this one I used on the punched hearts. Okay, but this is a 12-inch strip, and that's only a 6-inch wide folder. So I did one side and then I flipped it around. There's no way to get it like consistently embossed on one side, but it's so minor of a detail, and there's so much other stuff happening that I don't think anybody's going to be that critical of a layout. Unless somebody, and that's not going to work. Let me get my glue. Unless somebody's like really nitpicking, well, I can't find my glue right now. I don't think anybody's going to notice because it keeps wanting to tear my paper. Let me see. Okay, that's not working. Let me get my glue. Just gonna have to open up another one. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm gonna just talk while I'm trying to do this. I was up really late last night, but that's nothing new. But I was just surfing around on YouTube, and I came across this channel that's called Dive Talk. Oh, let me get page 1. I'm talking here and not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to line up page 1 because I want to line up this piece right here I'm about to put down. So let me do that real quick because y'all know sometimes I can't scrap and talk at the same time. Let me line that up. Let me get that back here. Get that lined up. Get that straight. There we go. Okay. I think that's all I needed to line up. Yeah, that's all I needed to line up for now. Okay. So now let's get that down. And then while I'm putting the little hearts down at the bottom, just like page 1, I'm just going to talk about what I saw. Let me get these laid out. We got purple. I say purple. Oh, I sound like my husband. That's purple. No. That's Highland Heather or Gorgeous Grape. We got so saffron. And we got another. I need to look. Why am I thinking? I want to say that's Gorgeous Grape, but it's probably Highland Heather. Let me double check. Okay. It's Highland Heather. All right. And then there's another piece of DSP from the, let me get that piece over here. This is the piece I was talking about from the Sweet Talk. It has all the little sayings on it. I just manually cut out 3 of them that were like basically baby appropriate for this page. You're cute, hug me, and love you. Because BFF text me, and what's the other one? BFF text me. Yeah, I guess those were the only other 2. Don't really go well with this page. You're gonna tell your baby to text me. All right, let's get this one on there. So basically, oh, he's already crying now. Y'all hear that? He's crying outside of Chris's little man cave. And it's gonna get loud, especially if Chris doesn't answer. And Chris knows that I'm doing a live right now, so he's not gonna answer, and it probably will get louder. So I apologize if y'all hear Archie just begging for food in the background. I got that a little crooked. But anyway, you guys, okay, so last night I'm surfing YouTube, goodness, and I come across this channel called Dive Talk. And basically it's, you know, it's exactly what it says. These guys are talking about, you know, dive expeditions and stuff like that. Well, okay, so the weird thing was, you know, they do all kinds of expeditions. Sometimes it's for fun, sometimes there's a purpose behind it. This thing's getting to me. Sometimes there's a purpose behind it. Well, one of the episodes that, some of them are sad too, because they're involved with, like, you know, body recovery. But in this particular episode, these guys were, let me put that on there. I'm trying to get these ready so I can put a dimensional on them. These guys, a boat or a ship, basically a ship, had gone down. And there were reportedly 12 people on board, 11 seamen and a cook. And on this video, it had been 3 days, like something like 60 hours since it had, since that ship had sunk. Get enough glue on there. Okay, so it had been 60 hours since the ship sunk, and they were basically going into like a body recovery mode. They were able to get, beforehand, they were able to collect the bodies of the 11 seamen. And so they, you know, did a little research, they did a little dive to go and retrieve the body, or look for the body of anybody else that would have been left. And that, the only other person left was the cook, basically. And so, y'all, they were underwater. They showed the live video. They were underwater. And keep in mind, it had been like 60 hours, at least 3 days. They were underwater, and they were making their way towards everything tangled up, and you know, it's darkness down there. And all of a sudden, I kid you not, I saw it for myself. All of a sudden, this guy's hand just reaches out and grabs one of the divers down there. And you're like, whoa. I mean, you're just watching this and you're just like, OMG, what just happened? I'm going to be matting while I'm continuing to talk. I'm going to be matting these because I have several of these that I need to do. I should have done at least a couple of them, but I didn't. So we have a lot of photo mats on this page, and you're probably like, oh my gosh, how are all those photo mats going to fit on that page? Just watch. Just watch. I'm going to show you something. I'm making sure I'm putting adhesive on the right side. But anyway, yes, the cook. His name was Harrison, I believe that's what his name was. He was still alive. He had been under the water for 60 hours. And then they found out, that's when they found out, they asked him who he was. And they found out that he was the cook. And y'all, this is not funny, but I had to giggle just a little bit. And I want to say the divers even giggled just a little bit. But can anybody guess? Can anybody guess where they found the cook? I want to see if anybody guesses. Where do you think they found the cook? While I finish putting these on, and then I'm going to look up at the comments here. I know this is off just a little bit, and I purposely did that. Well, sort of purposely did that. I'm going to peek up here in a minute after I put this one on. Oops, and see if anybody's guessing. I don't know why my paper wants to tear. But I really prefer seal. And my paper wants to tear. All right, go slow, Barbara. Let's go slow. Even my paper has issues this morning. Okay, let me mat this, and I'm going to peek up and see if anybody has any guesses. Okay. Pat says the bathroom. That's a good choice. We're getting somewhere, Pat. Heather says the freezer. Hi, Joan. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. I'm peeking up at the comments while I'm looking for other names. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Thank you for sharing, Cindy Dotson, and hi, Cindy Dotson. Getting my names right here. I think I'm back to the front. Hi, Bonnie Kelly. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so Pat says shower. That's a good, okay, so get this, because I think I'm done matting. I think I am. I think I am. If not, we're going to have to maybe cut some more paper. Okay, so get this. The guy, trying to lay these out. The cook, okay, so get this. The cook was reportedly on the toilet when the ship went down. Can you imagine being on the toilet when the ship goes down? I mean, like, you're in the right place if you're gonna like really like poo yourself, right? But no, that's not where he was found. He was doing his business when the ship went down, but he made his way to the kitchen. Somehow in all that mess and all the, you know, everything that was happening, he made his way to the kitchen. And that's where they found the chef. And that was the funny part. It wasn't funny that he was on the toilet, you know, when the ship went down. It was funny that they found the cook in the kitchen, because that's the place he knew, you know, that's where he, you know, that's where his work was. That's where, I'm going to go ahead and do this one while I'm looking at it. That's where he knew to go. He was most comfortable. But anyway, yeah, this guy was underwater for like 3 days. and he was still alive. It was a huge air pocket in the kitchen, and it looked like he was drinking something, but I don't know if he was drinking it because it was already there for him or what. But he managed to survive, and because he was in this huge air pocket, one of the tables had like flipped sideways, and he was sitting up on the table, and so that's why he wasn't able to get hypothermic and perish. And all he had on was a pair of shorts. Well, this dive I'm let me just tell y'all what I'm going to do now, because we're going to I need to do this part before I can do the rest of it. And I'm sitting here jabbing about this man that I found, that was found underwater after 3 days. So on this page, I wanted to be able to put a couple of more large pictures, but I also wanted to be able to put more than just 2 pictures. I'm going to show you a way where you can add, that's what I needed to cut, was more So Saffron. This is So Saffron, by the way. I wanted to show you a way that you can use some other Stampin' Up! Products, specifically our medium clear envelopes, and I just had 2 of them. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're going to use these as just extra flaps to hold pictures, so that you can put more pictures in there and not create all this extra bulk on your layout page. Okay, so how we're going to do that, let me just show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll get back to talking. We're going to put one of these are going to flap up this way. Okay, they're going to flap up this way. I toyed with flapping them, putting them behind here and flapping them down, but it just seemed easier to flap it up. So let's get these down, because these have to go down first, and then these happen on top. Okay, so let me kind of gauge those. I didn't do any measuring because this doesn't really require measuring. Okay, I might have to do that again, and let me use glue this time. Just gonna put a little glue down, nothing crazy. That way I can move it around a little bit if I need to. Let's do this. And let me make sure, because I'm gonna have to do the same thing to the other one. Let me move that up just a little bit. That way it's not directly on. Okay, that's gonna work. There we go. And then let me do this other one. Let's get this one on. Okay. Then let me get this one on. Let me put this one back so I can kind of gauge. You'll have to put these bottom ones down. If you're recreating this layout, you'll want to put these bottom ones on and get these on where they need to go. And then let me put this over it, because I want to make sure that these 2 pieces of envelope don't touch each other. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let me press that down. Okay, so we have our bottom ones down. I put them directly down on this layout, by the way. Okay. And okay, so now I have, let me go ahead and mat these. Now, if this one's matted in there and this folds up, then it needs to go in this way. If I can get it in. There we go. And same thing with this one. Find out which way it opens. There we go. Some of my mats are off. That one's off. That one's way off. But I'm going to leave it for now. Okay. So basically, this mat is going to go over on this mat. Okay, so we have basically the 2 photos below the two photos when we flip both of these over, and then you have the option on this outside piece to put in more photos, to mat some photos on here, or you can use these as journaling boxes. But, okay, on our envelopes, it comes with this little sticky strip. When you peel that off, there's a really fine little sticky strip, but I don't think that's enough to really, like, especially if you're going to be pulling it up and pulling it off, and depending on if you put page protectors on your page. So I'm going to put some, if I can find where the end is, I'm going to put some, just a little, I'm not going to put like a full strip of our tear and tape kind of in the middle of that sticky strip, just to help give it a little extra adhesive for all the, you know, the work it's going to do. And then when you put it down, you want to make sure that one of these mats covers the other one, because it's kind of like a hidden mat. And then press that down right there. Okay, that way when you open it, you're like, oh, look, there's more pictures and, you know, whatnot. Okay, so let's do the same to this other side. And let me get a little strip there. But yes, that show was crazy. They managed to get the guy out. They literally had to, they had to get him in a suit. And for somebody that had never been on any kind of diving expedition, the cook, his name was Harrison. I think that's what I said earlier. His name was Harrison. He was so calm. And in the end, they showed pictures of what this guy looked like, you know, with his rescue team. And it was just like, OMG. It was really an awesome video to watch. Okay, so now I have some more clouds punched with the cloud punch. You can see I just punched some more clouds. And let me see, we're going to put that one there. And then we're going to put this one over here. We're going to put these up on some dimensionals. Oh no, wait, this one goes on the bottom. That one goes on the bottom. This one goes on dimensionals. Now, this one is one that was like on the end. And remember last week I'm like, use those. Just kind of mat it behind a full one and nobody's ever going to know. And then you can really get the most use out of your DSP when it comes to your clouds. Okay, so we're going to put that one right there. So basically what we're doing now is we're kind of cover up as much as we can this little piece right here. Okay, depending on your layout, you can certainly put another piece of cardstock or something over that to cover that up. It's not crazy noticeable, but I still wanted to put something on it. So we're gonna put that one right there. That one's gonna go directly down. And then let's take that dimensional off and let's cover that up a little bit. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. We have this one that has this little edge cut off. Let's put that one down. I love this cloud punch. It's so cute. Okay. And put that over. Oops, upside down. We'll put that one there. Stretch that out a little bit because we can. And then I have another heart. Oh, by the way, if I didn't show you the first time, I showed you on page 1, but there's the other Dottie Hearts folder, embossing folder, that embossed all of the middle of these hearts. Same. We're going to put that one right in the center, in between all of that. I guess it could go at an angle. It's fine. And then I've made another bow using the gingham ribbon in Bumblebee. So let's get a glue dot on the back of that. And then I'm going to dress up the rest of this with the little loose flower flourishes. Just like page 1. Let's get a bow. Let's turn that bow sideways like that one. Okay. And then we have our loose flower flourishes that I'm going to need my glue dots. I'm going to use these powder pink ones. And then I have these really little Highland Heather ones. Beano's lingering. Don't worry, guys. Okay, I think that will be enough for that one. Alright, let's put these down. Let's get some glue dots. Let's kind of randomly put these down. And then while I'm putting these down, okay, so I watched so many videos. It was like crazy, okay? So one of the other videos that I watched was a video about these guys, the Russian guys. They decided to go diving. I mean, the guys that were on Dive Talk could not believe this. But okay, so the small ones I'm going to put on here. These guys, these Russian guys, decided they were going to go dive into one of the reactors, y'all, at Chernobyl. Yes, the whole Chernobyl disaster back in, what, the 80s? Even the guys that were on Dive Talk were like, they're going to do what? Yeah, like 3 or 4 Russian guys decided to go and think they were going to go and dive one of the tanks. In fact, the tank that started the whole disaster, the one that, you know, exploded. I could not believe what I was hearing, and I could not believe what I was seeing. And these guys did not care that they were possibly going to be very radioactive. After this was all said and done, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Yep, they sure did. And you know what? They didn't have any sort of really protective, I'm trying to make sure I got a glue dot on the back of that one. They didn't have any kind of protective gear that would have been anything close to protecting them from radiation. They just went in with saran wrap and fish bowls and just duct tape, and I was like, what? It was crazy. It was crazy. Okay, let me make sure I got everything off. Okay, so basically we're done. Now that I told my little story too at the same time. I would have been done 10 minutes ago. But this is layout number 28, page number 2. It's very similar to page 1, but adding these little these medium envelopes gives you the opportunity to add some more pictures without really bulking up your scrapbook page. They just flip up. And then, of course, on the outside, you totally have the option of slipping in another photo on the outside. That's just the only other part I didn't do. Oh, you know what? I did do them. That's what these were. But I totally missed cutting these, so I'm glad I didn't put them in there. This is supposed to be this size right here. That way it's a pretty cool mat. But there you have it. Let me bring back page 1 and let me see if I can get these two side by side for you. I want to thank you all for joining me. Let's see. I know you probably can't see that whole thing, so let me see if I can bring it up a little bit more. And now I can't see comments because I'm short. But there you go. I'm trying to get both of them in so you can see both of them there. There you go. Flip that over there. You got more pictures. Or like a secret journaling mat. Okay, I think I got it. All right. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Donna. I'm on my tippy toes. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. I really can't see all of the comments. Everything's looking blurry to me off to the side. But thank you for your likes. Thank you for your hearts. thank you for spending a little bit of your Wednesday morning with me. I hope you enjoyed this neutral baby layout. Could go, it's pretty neutral, gender neutral. So yeah, the only thing I didn't put on it was the doily, and that's because I was like, there's not really a spot to really put a doily, so I thought, well, one doily is enough to put on page 1. So I kind of left the doily out on this particular layout on purpose, because I switched it for this little secret trick right here with some medium clear envelopes. So anyway, y'all have a great day, and if you'd like to join me Sunday afternoon, I'll be back Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you haven't watched this past Sunday's video and you want to get into the drawing, you still have an opportunity to like, comment, and share on that video. Thank you, Heather. I did see that one because that's the first one that pops up that I can see. But thank you all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Be blessed and happy stamping. Bye.